Good morning. Welcome to your Wednesday, February 17th, 10 a.m. weather briefing. Currently across the region, we do have high pressure over the area. Excuse me, this is the wrong surface analysis, but we actually do have high pressure, which yesterday it was centered over the Central Plains states. It is now building into our region and will be over the area, providing us a brief reprieve from the precipitation that we experienced yesterday and the days preceding that. However, it will be short-lived as this high pressure system will move offshore and we'll have another area of low pressure that'll be um, moving along just to our south that'll be providing us with precipitation heading into tomorrow and pretty much lasting throughout the day on Thursday and then into Friday as well as we'll have several waves of low pressure entering the area. Starting off on Thursday morning, we do have the potential to see maybe a mixed bag of precipitation, mainly rain, freezing rain for our area, but it'll be fairly short-lived before dawn. Areas northwest of here, mainly northwest of a line from Princess Anne to Salisbury, are going to see a better chance for some freezing rain, maybe some sleet, even maybe a little bit of wet snow mixed in during the dawn hours tomorrow morning, and then mainly transitioning to rain. This is really going to be more of a winter weather maker for areas well northwest of the area, up into Delaware and the Cambridge, Easton area, and then also west of the Bay as well, where they're going to see a pretty good hit of freezing precipitation throughout the day tomorrow. Our upper level winds from this morning's 12Z sounding showing northerly winds near the surface at about the mid-teens and then increasing steadily as we go throughout the atmosphere. We do have a fairly decent speed shear and directional shear as well, going from 3,000 to 6,000 feet, where winds shift from a north to northwesterly direction to a more westerly component at 38 knots. Our wind max right now is at the 20,000 foot level out of the west southwest at 92 knots. Freezing level this morning was at 4,700 feet, according to the 12Z sounding. So if we look at the satellite picture from this morning, we did have a good amount of mid-level cloudiness develop over the region with some shortwave energy moving through the area. That is beginning to dissipate. We're going to lead to mostly sunny skies throughout the remainder of the day today. Should start to see a slight uptick in the mid-level cloudiness again, heading closer to the mid-afternoon time frame, and then clouds steadily increasing as high pressure moves offshore, and we'll have more of a we'll start to feel the effects of the system that'll be moving into the area tomorrow. If we want to just take a quick look out to the continental U.S., you can see a trough that's digging into the Central Plains region, which will be progressing eastward, and this will be triggering the area of low pressure or several areas of low pressure that'll be moving through our area starting tomorrow. And you can see the area of cloudiness that'll begin to affect our area by the mid-afternoon time frame. But again, we'll average out mostly sunny through most of the day and then turn more partly cloudy with increasing cloudiness as we head into the later portions of this evening. We want to fast forward ahead to tomorrow morning to kind of give an idea of the setup. This is the most current run of the NAM at 12Z this morning, or 7 a.m. We're looking at the 4 a.m. time frame right now, and moving ahead to 7 a.m. I'm expecting the precipitation to hold off until about after 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Here at Wallops, we could see the potential that we do start off with a mix of rain, even some potentially freezing rain, but it'll be short-lived. I think it's going to be more of a nuisance for this area more than anything, and will quickly transition to an all rain event and stay all rain pretty much throughout the remainder of the day tomorrow. However, areas northwest, as I said, from Princess Anne to Salisbury and northwest of that, there is the potential that they could see a little bit longer duration of some freezing rain, even some sleet mixing in. Can't even rule out the possibility they might even see a few wet snowflakes in there, but most likely, though, we'll see a little bit longer duration, but again, more of a nuisance than anything. We're mainly going to be seeing this freezing precipitation off and on. I have a feeling that it's going to be jumping back and forth between freezing rain, sleet, and all rain over the duration of 2 to 3 hours, give or take, tomorrow morning in that area before transitioning to all rain as you head into the mid-morning hours. You look here, this is a time frame between 1 p.m. and 11 a.m. tomorrow morning and 1 p.m. As you can see, pretty much all rainfall over the Maryland Eastern Shore, except areas northwest of Salisbury, and again heading into Easton and Cambridge, and then also Delaware as well. Now, as far as the precipitation or the freezing precip, I think the model here might just be a tad overdone, but again, you get the picture. As we're going to be looking at pretty much an all rain event here throughout the day tomorrow. And then as we head into Friday, get a little bit of a reprieve, kind of just some lingering light showers heading into Friday morning. Then we'll have another wave of low pressure that'll be passing to our south on Friday, leaving us with, again, some chances for some scattered showers. We won't necessarily be raining all day on Friday, but we'll have more of a scattered nature. And then there is some question as to when the final load develops or departs our area, exactly where it develops. There is the potential that we could see maybe some light wraparound snowfall Friday evening. The earlier runs of these models really weren't showing too much, but now we're starting to see a little bit more of a westward progression. This is the NAM. If we want to get a better idea, this is the European forecast model. Looking at Friday, they want to hold on to the precipitation a little bit longer and a little bit heavier as well. I doubt that it's really going to set up the way that the European's showing it. I think we're going to see more of a scattered nature rather than an all-day rain event for us on Friday. But you can see they have a little bit of a stronger low developing Friday evening, leaving some lingering snowfall for us. Right now, I'm tending to believe that that's not going to happen, but can't necessarily rule out that chance. And if it does snow, you're really going to see maybe some light accumulation on the grassy surfaces more than anything. And really, if it does happen, you may only see a dusting, if that, over the local area here at Wallops. If we want to just quick take a look at Saturday for the upcoming NG15 launch, this is at 1 p.m. This is the time frame from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Really, the only concern that we're going to be looking at right now, as far as it looks right now, are going to be some fairly breezy winds. We're going to be looking at potentially winds gusting up to 25 knots or a little bit higher on Saturday out of the northwest, as we'll have the area of low pressure departing and high pressure building into the region. So we'll have a fairly breezy setup, although maybe some lower level clouds developing over the region, but really it looks like mainly the wind is going to be more of a concern, and also in the upper levels as well. Although I should say when this low moves through the area Friday night into Saturday morning, we will see a little bit more of upper level wind shear over the area. But I think by the time the launch setup comes around at about, or launch T-0 comes around at 12:36 p.m. on Saturday, the wind shear should be fairly minimal and really just be dealing with the surface wind limitations at that time. So going back to the forecast for the next 24 hours, we're green across the board in terms of hazards, except into tomorrow morning after 4 a.m. Today we'll see a high temperature of 39 degrees, winds diminishing this morning, shifting more northwesterly at about 5 to 10 knots. We'll get up to a high of around 39 degrees, slightly below normal for this time of year where we're normally around 45 degrees. Overnight, we'll have temperatures dropping to about 28 degrees around midnight and then starting to rise. The low should dip down to about 27 degrees and then start rising after midnight. And then we'll have the chance for some rain moving into the local Wallops area after 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Again, we could see the chance we do have some freezing precipitation move into the region in terms of freezing rain, although it will be short-lived in the Wallops area, mainly going to be more of a rainfall event throughout the remainder of the morning and throughout the day. So we're looking at a time frame of between 5 a.m. and up to about 7 a.m. For the potential for any freezing rain, and it will be light at best. Winds will be picking up out of the northeast as we get around 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. We're expecting 10 to 15 knots, gusting to 24 knots, and winds will continue to increase throughout the day tomorrow then as well. So looking at the 7-day forecast, again, rain and breezy for our day on Thursday. We'll get up to a high of around 41 degrees. On Friday, rain likely, going to be more of a scattered nature, and then we can't rule out the potential that we do see potentially some light snowfall ending on Friday, but right now I'm keeping that pretty much all rain with really little chance of that snow coming into play, and even if we do get it, it would be a dusting at best. We'll get up to a high of, again, 41 degrees for Friday, Saturday for the first launch attempt of NG-15 will be mostly sunny and breezy. Again, winds gusting up around 25 knots potentially, so surface winds could be an issue. We get up to a high of 36 degrees. On Sunday, looks setting up to be a fairly decent day, high of 42 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Winds should be died down at the surface. However, it does look at the upper level winds will start picking back up and be a little bit more active for us on Sunday in the event that we do have to slip NG-15. And then on Monday, we'll have an area of low pressure that'll be moving through to our north, providing us with rain likely throughout the day on Monday. We'll get up to a high of 49 degrees. And then behind that, low pressure bringing a weak cold front through. We'll actually only see a brief transition to northwesterly winds, and then we'll have southwesterly winds develop as high pressure builds in from the south. We'll get up to a high of 52 degrees, it looks like, on Tuesday under partly cloudy skies. Well, that'll wrap up the 10 a.m. weather briefing for today. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning at 8:15 for your daily operations weather briefing. Have a great day.